Welcome to Cinemondo with Kathy and Amit from D54. We are here because finally Ekam is live. It's online. You guys got to subscribe to it. It's such a good deal. It's like $4 in America for 7 movies and all the behind the scenes and scripts and interviews and all kinds of content. And I'm sure they'll be adding to it as we go. So we are going to talk about episode 1. Non-spoilers, because we want you guys to have a chance to subscribe and watch them first, which you should. I mean, technically this is like, our movies are around $20 in America, so this is like a good deal for 7 short films, and they're really beautifully produced.
The deal is really good. Like what $4 pricing model I think is pretty fair. I think for the quality you get, it's pretty good.
It's really good. So it's the Kannada series from Rakshit Shetty. He's executive producer, and it's like a film festival. It's like its own little film festival. I look at it like that short film festival. Summer 20, 45 minutes, like, and you can just watch these, and they're gorgeous, and they have the same kind of internal feeling to them, very thoughtful and beautiful, but also there's some pretty intense stuff. There's some very sad stuff, some very funny stuff. It really packs in a lot into that short film format. Like, I felt like I was watching a full film almost, except that it ends sooner than you think.
Definitely. No, at times I felt like, wow, this is really going. Like it felt like there was a lot of depth to a lot of the episodes.
Exactly.
So yeah, you kind of, except for I haven't seen all of them yet, so we're sort of doing it bit by bit at the moment, so I can't talk about it fully. There's a lot of substance to them.
Yes. Basically sort of different emotions, I think, like different states of mind, I think, is what I'm sort of getting at thematically, it seems like. So the first one we want to talk about is called Flight. It's episode 1. It says, sparks fly at a bus stop when a girl sees a boy. Love blossoms without a word spoken, but is put to test when their first love letters are exchanged. This is directed by Sankar Gangadharan and Vivek Vinod. It is written by Sumanth Bhat and Sankar Gangadharan. This was probably, of all of them, one of my favorites.
Yeah, okay.
I just thought it had this sort of fun innocence, and then it takes a great turn. And we're going to do non-spoilers right now because it's so new. The service is so new, and we want you guys to get a chance to watch it. But we're going to do full-on reviews later. But I liked it because I feel like I really related to that young first love, this girl, and she's shy, and she has this fantasy of like what real love will be. And when she sees this guy and sparks fly, and Shine does a great job looking super hot. I mean, he looks really good. He was in Kantara. You may have recognized him from that.
Okay, right.
So there's that. So I enjoy it. It mostly took place at a bus stop. Like, they would show him at the bus stop, and they kind of exchange looks, and then there was sort of a few little encounters. But what did you think of Flight?
Yeah, I did like it. I think when I read the synopsis, it says something like she communicates through like subtitles or something like that at the start. Okay. So it threw me a little bit off at the start as to why she was sort of, everything was coming out in subtitles. We had 2 levels of subtitles for us because we have we're reading the subtitles.
Yes.
With sort of the speech and also her own inner thoughts. So I thought that was an interesting concept, but it did highlight her, I guess, timidness and her voice is lost, and the whole movie is the whole short film is a little bit about finding her voice, and who she is at the end of the film, I guess, is completely different to who she is at the start. Yes. So I did really enjoy that journey that this short film takes us through.
Yes.
Obviously, great performances, as you sort of mentioned, the cinematography and everything like that.
Gorgeous.
Really good in this. It's all set in a village town in Karavali, I think.
Yes.
That's the other thing I'm feeling like. I'm not seeing all of them, but I feel like this short series does a great job of showcasing like a region of Kannada. Really cool. I always love to say that, like, embrace the city and embrace the town, or embrace the environment. Does a great job there. But yeah, overall, I did quite enjoy this. This felt like it had a journey, like an arc. I went from I followed the character from start to finish, and where I ended up was in a good place. It definitely had a good ending. This was one that I feel like, I was smiling at the end, like I was good. Like, this is the outcome I wanted.
It was refreshing to see like a female lead in the full center of the film. The men were almost side characters. Even like when we're introduced to Shine Shetty, and his character is sort of almost like a vessel for her fantasies of true love. Like, she just has this whole idea, like he's got these beautiful doe eyes, and they kind of exchange these looks. The sparks are flying, like they say. And inside of her, she's like, if she sees him, she's just like, the dialogue is like, stop acting so nervous. It'll be fine. Just stop. He's like, and then the bus driver comes up, and he wants her to get on the bus because she's kind of hanging back a little because she wants to sort of hang with the guy. And she's all like, her inner dialogue, like, move it, idiot, get out of here. And then so you just hear her internal dialogue and how she's framing everything. And so she makes the first big bold move, we can say this much, of like writing a love letter to him. Now they haven't even really spoken that
No.
much, like little exchanges of like, "Oh, how are you? Fine," and then she runs
Yeah.
away. She's all nervous, so she makes the first move, and that was another thing I thought was refreshing too. Is we have this female lead who's kind of in charge of her life, as shy and giddy as she is, and she makes the first move,
Yeah.
and it's all very cute. And he's kind of like, "Whoa, like he looks like this is amazing." Like he gets the letter,
Yeah.
and he just looks shocked, right? It's like, "Wow,
That was
this
a
girl really likes me."
that was a big part of it because it was a not just a female lead. She was a female from the village as well,
Yes.
it's like that is very seen. Like that's not a thing. Like it's
That's right.
arranged from the parents, or if anything, the guy will approach and talk about
Yes.
something, or like a friend's friend or something like that, or some kind of interaction. But this was directly like, I just saw you at the bus stop and I wanted to actually get to know
Yep.
you.
Exactly.
So it was different like that, and that is good to see as well. Something a little bit different to start the series. I mean, I'm not sure how people watch this. Like, you don't have to watch it in order, by the way. It's an
Yeah.
anthology, so you can pick and choose. But if
Anytime.
this was the first one you watched, then because it's the first episode, it introduces us to, I guess, different concepts, which I appreciated.
Yeah.
And I did like how, as us, we're not from the village, we don't know much about this area, but it did feel
Mhm.
like we were there, like with the people. That's how good a job it did in sort of creating that world. So yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoyed a lot about it.
Yes. I appreciate how I felt like I was really just living there almost. And that's how this entire series makes you feel. It's very
Mm.
grounded. It's very intimate. You feel like you're seeing little moments, like even just where he's getting tea for one of the guys who's like this little store next to the bus stop, and he makes tea for people. And it just those little tiny moments I think are so informative of just that day to day. I just love that. So
Yeah.
we're gonna follow this up with like a full review probably in the coming weeks. So we just want to
Mhm.
give people a chance to watch these. We don't want to spoil them
Yep.
too much, but I have to say, as a first episode, I was kind of blown
Mm.
away because I feel like they packed in a lot of emotion and really cool stuff and a nice twist.
Mhm.
And it was beautifully acted, and they even had a little song number in it, a little
Yeah,
dance number that was really in her
yeah,
head.
that
That's when like her love was really blossoming, where she's
correct.
like running down the beach in her dress, and it was all
Yeah,
very cute. And she was
yeah,
adorable, and I just loved this episode. I thought it was fantastic.
yeah, that song was interesting because I was like, it's a song, and I thought, okay, is it gonna be a short song? No, it's a
No,
full-blown song.
it's a
Like
short film.
it's yeah, in just in a short film, but it did so much because yeah, it did, it showed us her inner world, I guess, even more, and I guess the more fantastical elements of it, like
Mhm.
the dancing and everything like that. But also, she is someone completely different, like the way she dresses, the
Mhm.
way she appears, everything is completely different about her in that world.
Yep.
Just breaking
Yeah.
free of the shackles, which is what a lot
Yeah.
of this was about. And I guess the when there's a particular scene which I won't spoil for, but it's a powerful one, and I think it changes everything, which I really appreciate about this because yeah,
Big
it is
time.
something. She's in a world where she's fantasizing, but something happens to
Mhm.
make her realize that, hey, maybe this isn't always meant to be.
Yeah. You
And the way
don't
they
know
execute
people.
that, yeah,
Yeah,
the
she
way they
didn't
execute
really
it
know
beautifully.
him. Everything
No,
she thought about him is in here. So it's that reconciling reality with fantasy that I thought was really, really smart in this. And you
yeah,
guys will have to watch it to find out what we're talking
yeah,
about.
will please.
So make sure subscribe. There's a link in our description for this. We'll have a link in the video, and be sure and subscribe. Use our link. We get some support from you guys too, just by letting you know about this thing. And I would highly recommend it, whether you do or not. I don't even care how you get in, but just letting you know. So, all right, we'll check out next time. Be sure to subscribe to D54. Make sure to leave comments. We want to hear from you, especially if you've seen this. We would love to hear what you guys think of these. So, catch you next time.
Definitely.
Bye.